I'm Michael Keenan, the owner of the Keenan Winery. We've been here since 1974. My father purchased the facility here, which had been a functioning winery from about 1890 to 1930. What makes this site unique, and this is what I found his handwritten notes actually in 2006 after he passed away. And he only looked at two sites. He looked at this site, he looked at a Howell Mountain site. And he chose this site over Howell Mountain thinking that the tiebreaker was, here we have primarily eastern exposure, which he thought was better than western exposure, which is primarily Howell Mountain. So first light in the day, I mean the sun comes up, right over there in the east, and because of our elevation, this is 1,700 feet right here on the Chardonnay vineyard, we get more hours of sunshine than almost anywhere in the valley, because we're above the valley fog, which will come up to about 1,500 feet. So I sort of nicknamed this zone from 1,500 feet to 1,900 feet as the banana belt of Spring Mountain, because Spring Mountain goes from 800 feet to 2,200 feet. And as soon as you leave our back gate here, you actually enter into another climate zone where it gets a little bit cooler because of the coastal influence. So often in the summertime, this band, which our property takes up, 1,500 or rather 1,600 to 1,950, is in constant sunshine. It's cooler up here, and temperature and acidity have an inverse relationship. So the more acidity you can have in a wine, I think the better the wine is. So we can combine maturity from sunshine with higher acids for more body and expressiveness. And then also in this setting up in elevation with really rocky soils, the vines have to struggle more. And they literally produce a smaller size berry. So a little bit more skin to pulp ratio, therefore more color, more tannin, which all comes from the skin. So you get wines that have great character, deeper tannins, deeper flavors, more complexity, a little higher acid level for brightness and long-term, storage and cellaring, and plenty of sunshine to get ripening. It's sort of the magical combination. In 2006, the content was there, like I said, in spades. I mean, it was just dark, it was full of fruit, it was full of spice, it was full of earth, and the tannin texture was great from the get-go, and the wine never went through an awkward stage. Well, texture for me is really driven by tannins. And to me, it's really important to have tannins in the wine because they give you mouthfeel, they give the sense of structure. It's almost like imagine a car, and the pretty people in the car are the flavors, and the car is the tannin structure. Mm-hmm. The car's got to work to get the pretty people to the party, which is the back of the mouth. If a car breaks down, there's not enough structure, and the car falls apart, that party's going to be pretty short-lived because the stars aren't going to get there. Right. So when you got that great structure, the wine goes all the way through the palate. It's not just a front palate experience, not just a nose experience. It's a full palate experience with a great lingering, glowing finish. And I use the term palate radiation a lot now because you almost feel that sense of glowing content from good acidity and good tannins. But the key with tannins is texture. If you put it in your mouth and the wine has a scraping and drying effect, focus groups have told us they don't like that. So you want to have a rich filling experience, and the tannins now have what I call the description of almost like cocoa powder. You can feel these little particles of powder, and then they dissolve and give you this what I call full palate invasion and then palate radiation, which is a great feeling to really drive those flavors. I just think it's a transformative beverage. I mean, it's funny, I compare it to being in the contracting business where it would take us 6 months to make somebody happy, or 9 months to make somebody happy, or never make somebody happy, depending on their personality type. With wine, you can open up a bottle of wine and within 3 minutes, everybody's happy. Because you've got something that tastes great, it changes the alchemy of the group, you're together, you're talking, you're relaxing, usually you're not working. It's just an amazing beverage. I mean, I've had so many times where I've just had a glass of wine where it's the greatest thing I've ever had. And one of the great things about this business is traveling around the country and doing wine dinners with different chefs. Well, the wine we're doing for Cellar Angels right now is 2006, Napa Cabernet, and the wine is showing brilliantly right now. It's at the end of its cycle, so we're just about to run out. So the perfume in the nose is getting nice and expressive. The mouthfeel is just right, and there's really developed complexity right now. I think the wine will continue to develop over the next 5 years, and it's now five years old. So at the age of 10 probably will be its peak. So this is a wine you can enjoy now, which I know that most people will who do buy the wine, which is great. But you can also hold on to that wine in the next 5 years, really enjoy wine that's even more